Hello grade 11s. Today we are carrying on with the Loci section, and this is the first drawing of the CAM. This is on page 104 in your workbooks. If we read the instructions, the displacement graph showing uniform motion has been given. The details of a cam shaft and a wedge-ended follower are also shown, and they've got the vertical center line that's been included as well. Now this is obviously the introduction into this, and they've given you this. Generally you won't be given the displacement graph, you would have to draw it as well. So what they want you to do, the specifications: the minimum distance of the cam profile to the center of the cam shaft is 26. The cam shaft has a diameter of 22. The rotation is anti-clockwise. Always remember that you must label in the opposite direction. What they want you to do is draw to a scale of 1 to 1 in the correct position the given follower, so that it will reciprocate along the vertical center line. So the center line. Project and draw the cam profile from the given displacement graph, so we must plot these points. Show the center lines and the direction of rotation of the cam profile. Show all the necessary construction. Over here is the detail of what you need to draw as the start of your shape. So here is your knife end edged follower. They've given you this information that from that edge, and that edge obviously has to line up with 0, and to the center there is 26. So I'm going to draw this now, and the important thing is that I'm going to take the bottom of my shape and project it across. That gives me this point here, and I now measure my distance of 26. At that point of 26, I need to draw a cam shaft that has a diameter of 22. So if you've got your circle stencil, you can draw your cam shaft there. I'm going to draw my circle now with a diameter of 22. There is my cam shaft. They've said that the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise, so I need to put in that. And we also hatch the cam shaft. Now I'm going to draw in the follower. So it was a 60-degree line going up. This height was 58. Now we're ready to start plotting our points and finding our cam. With our cam, we need to remember that generally we've got 12 points here. 360 divided by 12 gives us our 30-degree splits, and no surprises here. That works out to the same as our 30-degree set square and our pizza slices. So draw in your 30-degree splits. See, these are construction lines Now what we need to do is we need to plot our points. So where they cut the specific point, we now need to project it across there. What I'm going to do is take one point at a time. As you get better with this, you might take more points. 0 we've got already, so I suppose let's label our points. Now remember, if this is rotating anti-clockwise, we've got a label in the opposite direction. So that means that is our 0 and 360 point. We're labeling the opposite direction, so that's 30, 60, 90. There are all our points labeled. Here is our first point of 0. So there's our start point. Next, here's 30. I like to just label the distance there so that I know what it is. Now we take the distance and we need to transfer it using our compass. So there's my distance of 30, and you could draw that arc all the way around there. I think it's just cluttering up a bit of space. Next point, 60. So that's what I would rather do, just make the mark there, label it 60 so that I don't get confused. Take my compass, set my distance to this mark of 60. Again, take it around until it hits the 60. We now reach the top of our shape at 90. So there's 90 and it goes until 150. Set that distance with my compass. Now because this is a dwell period where it's staying the same, I'm going to draw this arc in. So there was 190 and it goes all the way to 150. Next, it starts falling. So here is my next point, and that is 180. Set my compass to that distance. There's my point at 180. Here is point 210. Set my compass to that distance. Mark it off. 240. Set my compass to that distance. There's 270. Distance. Here's 300. As you can see, same process. Here's 330. And there you have all your points, which you now need to join up. So here's where you're going to get your flexi curve or your French curves and get them to join up the shape nicely. And there I've joined my points up. Unfortunately, don't have a French curve or flexi curve with me, so that was just freehand that I've joined up all those points. Remember, you're trying to make this a very smooth curve. You don't want to have sharp points, because as this follower is here, if it was sharp, it would create quite a bumpy type of motion, and that's not what they want. They want a very smooth, reciprocating motion with the follower. So always try and make sure that you've got a nice little curve and as smooth as possible. And that grade 11s is the end of page 104.